Hey there everyone, welcome back again with another video. In this video, how that create the signature and enclose with the transactions and validate how endorsing pair validate the transactions. So in the previous video, we already seen that certificate validation. Along with that, whenever any endorsing pair get any transaction, so at that time, endorsing pair checks that signature of the transaction as well. Let's see in the diagram first. So when client created transactions and signed with his private key, and after that at the client side here he create the signature, and after that along with that proposal he add the signature as well and send to the endorsing pair here. So first of all, endorsing pair check the certificate is valid or not for this user, because this endorsing pair will have that MSP of that organizations, and this endorsing pair will be knowing the certificate authorities, because in the configuration block we will have different type of MSPs which will have the certificate authority information. If certificate is valid, after that endorsing pair validate if that signer of that certificate, signer of the transactions, if is valid or not. So how generally that process takes place? In certificate, the process we have seen it's almost same, but we will see in the VS Code right now. Here the process is generally what happens when a client create a proposal. So first of all, let's assume that at the line number here, so this is the certificate of the user who is signing the proposal. This is the MSP ID. In the constant transaction proposal, this is the transaction proposal. It's having the function arguments, chain code ID and channel ID. So you can see here the proposal equals to channel.get unsigned proposal. This is the unsigned proposal. Right now we have created this unsigned proposal. So right now we are acting as a client. After that we have to convert that proposal byte from proposal to proposal byte, just like creating the buffer for that proposal. Once we created the buffer of that transaction proposal, we will convert first of all the hash of that transaction proposal. This is the proposal. So after creating the hash, here you can see this is the digest, and this is just a hash actually for this proposal. So after that we will use some of the functions here, like this one, private key. So again we will be using private key for signing the transaction, so creating the signature for this proposal. Here you can see they are just converting these things into converting the PEM decoded key to the hex decoded private key. This function you can see here, and finally here at the line number 41, sign key. So using this function, using this library ECDSA, we are getting signing key from that private key. And finally we are creating the signature. How we are creating signature? So this signature, we are signing that digest which we have created here. Digest is just a hash, so we are signing this hash with the private key. This is the signature signed key actually, that is the private key. So once we get this SIG signature, so after that we have to convert into the DER finally, and we can put this signature in the sign the proposal. So in sign the proposal we will have two things. First one is the signature and second one is the proposal byte. Once we create this signature, after that we can send this transaction to the endorsing pair. So first of all, endorsing pair first of all check the certificate is valid or not for this entity. After that, if certificate is valid and the certificate authority is valid, in that case endorsing pair validate the signature as well. So how generally verify that transaction is done by the valid user? So at the endorsing pair, so here this proposal bytes we have already. Again endorsing pair will also calculate the proposal hash, just we have calculated here this one, and certificate will have the public key of the user. Using that public key, endorsing pair decrypt this signature. After decrypting the signature, we should get the same digest here, and if they are matching, it means that transaction is done by the valid user and who is having valid certificate from the certificate authority. and the transaction again finally endorsing pair will endorse the transaction and send back to the client. And this is the procedure. Actually, this is the procedure for signing the offline signing the transaction offline, but under the hood SDK is doing the same things for us. When we send in the invoke function, you can see here contract.submit transactions, it's doing all these things here. So under the hood it's doing all the things. Right now in the signing the transaction, we have just checked here like how generally sign any transactions, and after that when signature get created, finally that signed proposal gets sent to the endorsing pair, and endorsing pair validate this signature. Again I will explain one more time. This is the transaction proposal. First of all, we will create a hash of that proposal, and finally we will sign that digest and we'll create a signature. Okay, only 3 steps are there. First of all, to create transaction proposal, create a hash, sign that hash with the private key, and here includes as a signature. And finally when endorsing peer get this signed proposal, he checks certificate first and after that the signature. So signature, again this proposal byte will have this proposal byte endorsing peer calculate the hash of this proposal byte, and after that this signature will the endorsing pair will decrypt that signature and get one hash. If these both hash are equal, it means the transaction is valid. And in this way, so at the endorsing pair certificate validation is also take place and the signature validation is also take place. And this is the how transaction get validated at the endorsing pair. Thank you so much for watching this video. Stay tuned for the more update.